feel like we're finally getting somewhere. Alright, I think we're live. Audio sounds fine. Yeah, it's good. Okay, cool. Refresh that. Hopefully this one doesn't cut out in the middle of the stream. That'd be super cool. Super cool. Alright. And the counter's going good. Cool. More Disco Elysium. Let's just hop right in. We finally made it to the harbor. The question is, I do truly wonder, because I didn't realize like how, I think I got ahead of myself in this game, because I couldn't figure out how to get to the harbor right away, so I accidentally, low-key, like, went and did a bunch of side missions and other, like, progression and other plot progressions, but anyway, we'll see. So, let's get this, Lafrere, is that the guy's name? The harbor master or whatever? See if actually can help us out. Trying to figure out between all this strike nonsense and all that, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know what other lead we have besides trying to find where Ruby went off to. The coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. Oh, he's a big guy. A stair made of pallets leading up. Not a fishing rod, is it? Hey, got the notification. Good thing, baby blue. What am I even looking at? Hello? Is this Kingpin? Is this Senator Armstrong? A taxidermy fish that tells time. Alright, let's go ahead and talk.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Oh boy. Everett Clare.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
He's a mammoth of a man. I love how the eyes are going different directions in the little picture.
A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
We could try that. Say nothing.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank.
All right.
Grotesquely magnified by his +6 glasses. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
Freezing out there, yet unbearably warm in here. This is getting a little bit too weird. Keep staring. Let's keep, you know what, let's stick to our guns. Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
So...
He begins to speak, albeit very slowly, purposefully leaving a pause after his opener. So...
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debardairs Union. I'm Everett Clare, head of this little operation here.
Not the voice I thought he would have, but it fits.
Please, have a seat.
He points to a tiny folding chair opposite to his giant desk.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best.
Sure, why not? Take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Damn, this chair's uncomfortable. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debardairs Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on
Jesus.
has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Jesus.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good.
Only
money.
25?
You need it.
Wait, you know God?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
Shove it up your ass. Keep it, I'm good.
Okay, okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
As I took a handout from the other union gal. Not the union gal, but the one who's... Anyway, he crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun.
Oh boy.
Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
I feel like we could have seen all this a little bit earlier. Also, I like how it's like, here, take it. It was a comically large check for 25 real, even though I had so much more damages. Like, and he said this will cover your expenses for a few days. It's 20 a night.
The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear.
Jesus.
Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
You know what? Let's go ahead and be civil. I'd appreciate any help you could provide. I'm not worried I got this. I'd appreciate any help you could provide.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious.
Alright.
Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
You don't have the power here, Mr. Clare.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun.
Loaded gun.
Local children aren't out there playing with it right now,
Oh my God,
pointing
stop.
it into their own mouths.
Stop.
It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Can we get on topic?
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Composure. 8%. Don't panic. Can I don't like that I sat in this chair. It's just, is there any way that I can Kim 8% roll? It's not gonna cut it.
Good.
Yeah, no. Here, I wanna stay standing. How about that? I feel like I'm like reading a Goosebumps novel. Just change it as I go. Also composure. Let's let me get my nice shoes back on. Where'd they go? There we go. Composure. I want all the authority too, probably, right? Logic. Well, yeah, keep the authority. Drama, suggestion, rhetoric. Probably rhetoric, as opposed to conceptualization. Logic, tempting. Chemistry, empathy, drama. Encyclopedia, perception. Encyclopedia, I think that would help in this case, maybe. I'm trying to be all big brain with this guy. Pain threshold, LOL. Logic, suggestion. Okay, that should be okay. Keep the necktie on. That should be good. Alright, let's kind of fast forward, but we're going to stay standing.
Before you, with a typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Say nothing.
The one good, grotesquely embryo for a moment. You don't know where.
Keep
At first,
staring.
like a general.
Sir, Mr. Dubois, please.
The fold.
You go ahead.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good.
Anyway,
he thinks.
I'd rather stand.
I'll do my best.
Please, Mr. Dubois. Let us converse in a civil...
He's trying to throw you off your game, thinking you don't know your name. But you do. So the joke's on him. Ha ha.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner. I don't sit. It's kind of my thing. First, you can call me Harry, because that's my name. Sure?
Excellent, Harry. Of course. That's your name.
What?
What else could it be? Now, please, have a seat.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong
No matter what, he has an answer for it. As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future,
Jesus.
I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
He turns back to his typewriter.
Damn, that's a nasty play. He's got you, a titan of volition, in a fork. Guess you just have to sit or leave.
This damn chair. Alright, take
Excellent,
a seat.
Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men...
Remain
men.
serious.
So tell me.
The chair you're sitting.
By the way, I heard you got this. It should be sufficient.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money.
It's really not.
You need it.
Keep it. I'm good. Leave the check.
Okay. Now,
His slug-like lips move. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational
I would
pull.
appreciate
are
it.
you all right,
Sure.
Harry? It's not like you left it loaded.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in
17%
it.
composure?
You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
I could try.
God,
Try to stay cool. Men can cry too. Not about to cry. Try to stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good. Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois!
What?
Harry!
Keep sliding on the chair like a jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. I'll try a couple more times with the roll. I want to be on my A game here for this big fella. Kingpin over here.
before you, with great a typical power play. The one grotesque amblyopia.
But we'll sit down though.
A childhood condition.
Oh, okay, that's new. Amblyopia.
For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably
How many of those have I missed,
humid
I wonder?
in the trailer. At first, like a gem,
Sir, Mr. Dubois, please.
the folding,
You go ahead.
whatever he has in store for you.
Take a seat.
Excellent,
Why
Mr.
not?
Dubois.
Remain
So
serious.
by the this, it should be
Wow, that's
I'm good.
now,
his. The world is swallowed by a.
are you? It's not like you.
Appreciate
It was loaded. There were 2. God,
God, this is gonna be a tough one. But this is talk about volition right here. Like just
before you, with
We'll get
a
there.
typical power play. The one grotesque amblyopia. For a moment, you don't know where. At first, like a gem,
Sir, Mr. Dubois, please.
the fold,
You go ahead.
whatever he had.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. So
The chair.
by this should be
Wow, that's 20.
now.
His. The world is swallowed.
Are you? It's not like you.
It was loaded. There was God.
God damn this roll. Even with the maxed out, not the maxed out stats, but as maxed out as I can go. We'll get it.
Before you, with a typical power play. The one grotesquely ambly. For a moment, at first, like a gem,
Sir, Mr. Dubois, please.
the fold,
You go ahead.
whatever.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. So
The chair.
by this, it should be.
Wow, that's
Now.
his. The world is.
Are you? It's not like you.
It was loaded. There was God.
Come on. This is such a bullshit roll. Oh my god. I'll try like 2 or 3 more
Before you,
times.
with a
This is a
typical power
lot of
play.
conversation to get
Wait,
through.
the one ambly. For a moment, at like a gem,
Sir, Mr. Dubois, please.
the fold,
You go ahead.
whatever.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. So
The chair.
by this, it should be.
Wow, that's
Now.
his. The world is swallowed.
Are you? It's not like you.
It was loaded. There was God.
Come on with this roll. This is killing me.
Before you, with a typical power play.
The
Wait for
the
him.
price we
The one
pay for
grotesque
brute
ambly for a
forcing some of
moment,
these.
like a
Sir, Mr. Dubois, please.
the fold,
You go ahead.
whatever.
So tell me, how can they?
The chair.
By the way, this it should be sufficient.
Wow, that's
Now.
his. The world is.
Are you? It's not like you.
It was loaded. There was God.
I'll do one more time. Jesus. It's almost 20%. I want to get this roll, man. It's not impossible. I've made worse rolls than
A
this.
typical power, the one grotesque and bleed for a moment like a
Sir, Mr. Please.
the fold,
You go ahead.
whatever.
Excellent. So tell me.
The chair, your
Oh, by the way, this, it should be
wow, that
Oh, now,
the world is swallowed by a black hole.
are you? It's not like you.
It was loaded. There was God.
God. Alright, whatever. I'll accept my fate, or will I?
Before you, with a typical power, the one grotesque and bleed for a moment like a gem.
Sir, Mr. Dubois, please.
The fold,
You go ahead.
whatever
Please.
he has his.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois.
The chair,
Oh, by the this, it should be.
wow, that
Okay, now,
What happens if I
the
answer
world is
differently? I'm
swallowed
not worried
by
I
a black
got
hole.
this.
are you all right, Harry? You say you got this, but you seem a little anxious to me. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels.
I kind of want to keep trying.
Who does this
There
guy
we
think you are?
go.
Ronnie the rookie.
Ronnie the rookie.
You ain't worried about no lost gun, or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him.
Wait, that's it? That's my point of pride here?
Fuck yes. You're part of the old guard, the ancient guard, the most corrupt,
Jesus.
unholy cops in the land. Chill out like the black dragon you are. Summon a smile on your face. A big shit-eating grin like his.
Sink deep into the folding chair, smile, and cross your hands behind your back.
The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair than one would think is physically possible. He seems to be enjoying your little display. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
Listen, Everett. Pal, we both know what makes the wheels of the world turn.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters.
These fighters could have used a more comfortable chair. Nice work with the chair, by the way. A good way to keep your guests on edge.
Why, thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
A final flourish. This is a worm's lair, and we both know why I'm here. To help grow your horde. Add a final flourish for dignity. I'm not saying I'm corrupt. I'm rational. Let's go with that.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Everard Clare do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
The lieutenant looks quite fed up with the situation, as do I.
Questions will show him who's boss.
How do you know my name? Can we get a dead body? Talk about my lost gun. Talk about the hanging. Let's start with that. A lot of questions, though. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines, incredibly talented at opening doors.
He wants a little tit for tat. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
Oh, interesting. Huh. And what do you mean by weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
All we're doing is opening a door. But you don't even know anything about the hanging.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Sure.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Can you help me get a dead body down from a tree?
You might have noticed there's one hanging on the tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt. A steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
Also, I studied the footprints at the crime scene. Worker boots.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values.
He licks his fat lips and smiles.
But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you.
He picks up the handset of a radio phone to his right, then clicks a button.
Jean-Luc, my boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science.
He hands up and turns back to you.
You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates.
Oh,
He's the
I know.
big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking. Can't miss him. Great guy.
Great guy. I'm told the Union is involved in the local drug trade.
What? Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any jolly fat guy,
What?
but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
No comment.
Harry, you wound me, Harry, in the heart. But I trust you to put this to bed. Do what you must, and let's change the subject, shall we?
Thank you for your understanding. We will continue to do what we must.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite. I'm a Harry guy. I'm Team Harry.
Is that right?
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Your shady brew. I met Joyce, the company representative. What's in the container that's outside your office?
My dear Harry, there are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
Something special about it. It's attached to the Kalasund or the how do you say that again? The other crane?
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Sure. I met Joyce, the company representative.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez here. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you get that nasty body down from the tree.
What?
I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa. That's so nice of him.
What?
Suspiciously nice.
What happened to the previous negotiator, Mr. Gaumont?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
Let him go. He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family.
What?
God knows how long he's got left.
You called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this? Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry.
What?
I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
This guy.
It's hard to say if he really lost his temper, or if this is another one of his tricks. This man almost never angers visibly.
Are you sure? Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under circumstances. However, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her. Are you sure? I find it a little odd. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait.
What?
When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich
You
types.
keep just saying Harry, Harry, Harry.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Are you sure? I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry.
I'm a nice guy.
I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then, positive emotions it is. You like positive emotions.
Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way.
What?
Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't
Damn.
want to see her. It's as simple as that.
All right.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization.
Sure.
I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everard doesn't mind.
This is weird. Not nice weird, but okay.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Looking into your shady brew.
I don't know what that means, Harry. Shady brew? There are so many moving parts in my operation, I can't keep track of them all. You know what? Don't even tell me. Whatever it is, do it. Surprise me. Just one thing. If you can, make it even shadier.
My lost gun? No, I don't think he's going to be responsible for finding it. I have a description of the woman. I mean, why not? Let's bring it up.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on, could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
Might. I don't know about that. Does this mean if I do things for you, I will get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He is not.
Huh.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
Maybe that really is the only way. Alright. I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Oh shit. Great. I don't want to get stuck in here.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
All right. What an interesting character. Is it not one of my items now? The Union card? Probably a tool, right? No? The boombox. Items, interact. Where's the Union card? Oh, whatever. I'm sure it's somewhere. Oh boy, getting the body down. Go to Measurehead on the gates and ask him to get the body. Alright, well. I guess for other people, making that jump down to the harbor would be like a much easier thing to do. Let me take off the damn glasses. Alright. You have anything new to say?
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building.
Oh my god.
They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Aw, Leo, in the future, can we keep his greeting short? You know, let him talk.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
No, we're good. Leo's a sweetheart. Alright, so... Oh, the gate through the, is the door in the office? Hey, no, wait, let me try talking to the thing.
You're back before the cargo container.
Persuade
Its
the
draw
door.
has not lessened since you were last here.
Hang on, rhetoric. Okay. I have +1 rhetoric right now. I always forget what gives what. Rhetoric. Do I have anything else? No. Only the polo shirt can help with that. I'll give it a few tries.
You're back before the cargo container. Its draw has not lessened since
Been
you
in
were
the world
last
for
here.
2 days.
If anything,
many
it
days.
seems to have grown slightly. Despite the
Holy
dirt that surrounds
shit.
and trails you, a beacon of light emerges from deep within you.
Hello? Is there anybody in there?
The door stands silent.
Satisfied, detective?
A wry smile crosses the lieutenant's face.
Try again.
If there's someone in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle.
Holy
Some
shit.
mechanism unlocks itself inside the door.
What was that you were saying, Kim?
Ahoy! Come on in!
Mega rich light bending guy. Excuse me?
You can't be serious.
What? What the fuck is it? What? What is this? Whoa. Hello?
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container.
What the
It's
fuck?
hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital.
What the fuck?
The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
Squint.
Something's amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here.
Why? How?
They are suspended, distorted, and echo. Trying to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm.
The fuck?
Don't think about it too
Okay,
hard.
okay.
In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
Hello.
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
Okay.
You can't hear him exactly, yet you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, What can I do for you, gentlemen?
What you can see of his body appears composed in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes. Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, I haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days.
What circle is that?
Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodore, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
Harriet Dubois.
Pleasure to meet you, Harrier Dubois. I must admit, the name suits you very well.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around.
What?
It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think.
Okay.
By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
We're in Martinez, a district of Revachol, the former capital of the world.
Ah, Revachol. I remember walking its streets as a teenager. There used to be a bowling alley in Stella Maris. I wonder if it's still there. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
So you travel from place to place via shipping container.
Smart, you know? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising
Oh my God.
we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to.
Like that he keeps on saying that. Me as an extremely high net worth individual.
Luxury yachts, high fidelity portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on.
What?
It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
So you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle?
What? No, I did not say that at all.
What?
Being rich is great.
Oh my God.
Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
The bending light appears to wink. How did you become so rich?
Oh Lord, not this again.
Oh, what's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case, you say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the case.
Damn.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely
high net worth individual.
back in Graz. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And blow.
And blow. What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what.
Must be nice.
Some of my lower net worth friends say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
It's great that you're done so well, but don't you think you owe some of that wealth to the rest of society? Sure.
Sure. And they benefit when I buy things to stimulate the economy. Do you know how many jobs it takes to build and maintain a racing yacht?
Hundreds?
Dozens, at least.
What?
Of course, in the future, it will all be automated. But my point is this.
He says, jabbing his finger into the air a bit.
Every man gets what he earns. It's the height of tyranny to take that from him.
Well, sounds great.
It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree.
Lord.
It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's what you need to ask him about.
There's something strange about you.
What do you mean?
His essence seems to signify actual surprise. Well, I don't know how to put it. You look somehow a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
No, I mean, I can't even see you. It's as if something is happening to the light.
Oh, that's what you mean.
What?
Yes, I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weisswiesemann coefficient.
Or what?
It's a statistical thing. In essence, it says that when
Oh
an
my
extremely
God.
low net worth individual meets an extremely high net worth individual, some
Jesus.
of the laws of physics cease to apply.
Hey, hush. Are you telling me that you're so rich that light literally bends around your face?
Among other things. But calm down. I'm but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
Really?
No, not really. There are actually quite many digits.
A man this chill is at least a triple-digit billionaire.
Kim, are you seeing this weird stuff?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Okay, so I'm the only one who can see this. Fantastic.
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you. My container.
You're a rich investor, right? Can I have some money?
Could you please stop asking people for money? It does not reflect well on the RCM, and to be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than I do now. That's why I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man. As you may know,
Sorry,
us
Kim.
high net worth individuals don't have a lot of cash on hand. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another.
Whoa.
I think they only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real.
Oh my god.
How much can you get for this?
It gets me almost nothing.
That's the idea, my friend. You've got to work for the rest. Maybe you can make that money grow. Come up with an investment plan. How's that sound?
Sure.
These ultra-liberal types love losing huge sums of money on ludicrous proposals. Ergo, you should come up with a plan that's totally dead in the water.
Conception. Godly. Present a sound investment plan. Or investment plan that is sure to fail. Ooh. I'll come back on that later. Good to know that it's here, though.
Thanks for stopping by. If you ever have an idea you want to pitch me, I'm all ears.
Later. Let's focus on one thing at a time here. I'm sorry, Kim. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disappoint you. I won't do it again. Alright, let's do what we should have done at the very start of this and get that damn body down. Now, when you say gate, I'm assuming you mean through this door, huh? Or is it a different gate? Because right now, I think we are stuck. Assuming we can't scale like a 2-meter wall. Sick. Nice. Alright, well. Hey, man.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Alright.
You have really let yourself go.
Sure. Fuck race theory. Everett told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order.
Yes, sir.
I salute your cunning.
Holy
and I
shit.
will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
That is literally the nicest thing he said to us this entire fucking game.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
Oh boy.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge.
Somebody.
That someone needs to be you.
Oh lord.
Both of you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Is that bad or good? Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that?
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
I guess. Well, what's the option for... I mean, maybe it was just getting a good roll and shooting it down earlier, I guess? Yeah, whatever. This is the path that we've... Reap what you sow, right? Also, is my camera being, like, weird right now? That's weird. Or is it just the game design? Oh, that's just part of it. Okay. I was confused.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup.
Whatever. Wait here.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Is what it is. Damned if we do, damned if we don't.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
What if I just press the button? We're just trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit?
Mr. J
I'm Katya, by the way.
The woman twirls her hair.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I don't. I've seen enough of that dead body already.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Evrod's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now?
Lord.
The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Hang on a second. I work with whoever I want.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Kuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
That was quick. We didn't knock the damn tree over. this fucking guy. I have done. I could have just pressed the button, couldn't I? Whatever. I guess it would
The
have kind of
corpse
messed it all
has
up.
been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
There's been no side choosing. We did what we did what we had to do to keep order.
And what you had to do was to become a Union man for all to see.
Whatever. We got it down. And there was something to talk to about with this guy too, right?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said you have a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I'm not opening this door. I'm not really doing this for political reasons.
Oh, so the none of the above type, are you?
The world's
I
most
get it,
laughable
I get it.
centrist.
I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the Whirling and Rides.
Oh,
That's
I know
all I
that
know.
door, yeah.
Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about the task? This weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes?
Let it go.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Yeah, we've already got most of these answers. I feel like I skipped all this, like, incidentally, and I was meant to do this, like, early on in the game.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
Though I rather would have found out about the gun from the pawn shop and not found out from the guy in here first, Everard.
No problem.
Who is the
I
other
wish the
Everard
best to you in
brother,
your
by the
search.
way?
Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
All right. What if I do talk to the big guy down here?
Right to work! Right to work!
Nothing new. Whatever.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I'm good. Well, let's take care of the body first and foremost. Oh, no, he just got it down. What did he rip the... Oh, he ripped the branch. That's what it was. No, stop.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Well, it's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
So be it.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Do we have someone else for this? A doctor?
No, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work, everything.
Yes, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now...
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses
Oh boy.
and takes a deep breath.
Okay. Is there anything new to say?
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
Nah.
Come back later, Corporal. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
Can we take the dead boots?
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
But we need all the armor.
Damn it. This is turning into some sort of mega puzzle.
Well, so we can't try.
I thought we did.
Damn it. This is turning
What exactly
into some
is a
sort
field
of mega...
autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
Do you have another pair of gloves?
Unfortunately, no.
I have gardening gloves. Maybe they're enough.
They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
We just fill this in, right? Show them the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
All right, open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Begin. 1. Assistant.
That's you.
Harry, it's just initials. HDB.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says...
2. Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next.
3. Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Alright.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Race.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Sex.
Fucky, fucky!
Oh, the little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Oh my god. Male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
I'm not seeing anything yet, but we know there's tampering here. Write down, yes, non-visual, corroborated by witness.
Alright.
Good.
Lieutenant falls silent. He places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest as if in preparation.
Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide. The other, an accident. The small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today.
Sheesh.
42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Alright, turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination. Summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
What am I gonna get them? When am I gonna get them?
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Write it down.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Lividity appears consistent with hanging, but is not. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head and chest, consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
Got him.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
Write down.
Ligature mark.
Lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that.
Oh
The
yeah,
chain
I'm
cutters.
prepared. Good thing we got these.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
Well, having the glove should help.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Got him. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread
Yeesh.
rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
72%, that's decent odds. Not your pig, Kuno. What if I just even acknowledge it?
You are? You're Kuno's pig?
Concentrate on the belt,
Whatever.
not on who is
72%.
You jam the
Fuck
cutters
me!
right
Oh
under
my
the
god.
knot. That seems like a smart idea. Yeah, somewhere there. Already they're buried deep in the man's flesh. Then you rotate them to get a better hold.
Oh my
Then-
god. Rotate some more.
A really, really bad smell is coming from there now. And some kind of cracking sound.
Ugh. Fuckity fuck.
The lieutenant looks by, somewhat worried as you summon power words to your aid.
Enough. Cut some.
Yeah, fuck him. Fuck that faggoty. Corpse fucking time.
Lord.
Told you my pig was hardcore.
I should have a go first. I think I have a strategy.
Let him cook. Let him work.
He sinks the cutters into the knot, preparing to perform the cuts, with his elbow to his knee for precision. Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet,
Fair enough.
revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Here.
He hands you the chain cutters back and then kneels closer to the body, running his finger along the dark red groove until he comes to a gap.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck, on the nape. Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Well done. Sounds like it would throw us off if we didn't know.
That he was dead. Yes. They moved fast. This is a good treatment.
Write it down. Yeah, I feel like I should have done all this before talking to literally anybody else, but I fucked that up, so...
Chest is intact. Normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant. Pelvis intact. Genitalia...
Pulls it down the man's underpants, so they're gonna lose their shit.
No! It's gonna happen, see!
Lord.
I fucking knew it.
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect? I'll take his word for it.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin. Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other hand.
Hands are clean. No sign of a recent struggle. Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done.
Oh.
What next?
Internal examination summary. Yeah.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
You don't even have a joke.
Damn.
Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed,
Oh.
the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth.
Oh.
Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous. You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Jesus.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable. Respiratory system.
Back hunched as if in prayer, he begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
From here, it looks as though the clown-faced man is screaming. The tendons of his jaw are torn apart. Hyoid ripped from the force of the lieutenant's hands.
Ugh. Look inside the mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his. No, you don't. You can keep it in. You can keep anything in.
Fair enough. Let's just keep on.
Hepatobiliary. NA.
Why, we don't have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
Right. Nope, I guess
Same
not.
for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both?
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist to me wonders if there's something we could still do.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Brimming with cocaine.
Toxicology, NA, requested. All right.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits lividity in the lower extremities, feet, hands, and neck. Visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around, to the ground, the pool of feces there.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated lower abdomen briefly. Write it down, omit the voila.
What's next on the list?
Description of injuries, summary.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 fields. Leave a 4th one too.
What about the ones we've inflicted?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
This is a team. This is a team effort.
You mean the spin-stabilized munition from a Kill A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung? Or the incision on the thorax from a chin cutter?
Oh lord.
Neither was a team effort. And I wouldn't mention them. Muddies the water.
So, alright, fine.
Injuries.
Bite marks.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body. Odontologist does not need to be consulted. And your opinion, officer?
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Agreed. Next injury?
Contusions.
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
You're damn right, piggies.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Minimal velocity.
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man. Beneath, the description of injury. 2 boxes.
Non-fatal post-mortem.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible.
Well, we know this. Non-fatal.
That's right. No clawing marks on the neck, no signs of struggle on the wrists. A witness statement from the perpetrators confirms. Wound is post-mortem. Treatment. That's it.
Dope.
Field
Finally.
autopsy done, detective. All that remains is to see if the alleged cause of death, the bullet, is truly lodged in his brain. I'll leave that to you, colleague. Or to processing. I won't force you in there.
I want the answers.
Oh yeah, finally. Let's get in there.
Seriously, I can just back him and drive him to the morgue anytime you tell me to. No need for heroics, unless you want to.
I do. 97%, 100%. Didn't establish probable cause. Titus mentioned a wound. I know for a fucking fact there's a bullet in there.
Your arms reach out and your eyes close, as if by their own volition. It's dark all around. You feel cold, slippery flesh, first with your fingertips, then under the palm of your hand.
Here we go.
His face, his cheeks, his nose, his fat, swollen lips. Like a spider, your hand crawls over his features. Everything is silent.
Put your fingers in his mouth.
The oral cavity is cold and moist. A ball-like tongue attaches itself to the base of the mouth, lolling around like a scallop.
I can go for scallops right about now.
You're on the right track.
Look.
A vision of
Open
black
your
and
eyes!
dark red death, pried open by your naked hands and studded with teeth. Looks like he's laughing. Death fumes rising from the throat, and there, in the back of his mouth, above the bell of the uvula, right in the soft palate, you see a hole, barely visible to the human eye. It is swollen shut, almost vanished. No larger than 0.4 centimeters in radius, the edges appear darkened.
This is it.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Kuno nods, too. He takes a step closer.
Touch it with your finger, gently.
A black trickle of liquid runs into his throat from the wound.
Put your fingers in.
Your index fits right in there. A tight tunnel of flesh opens up. Tissue damage. Wide enough for 2 fingers. As you push both in, you reach through his mouth, right into his brainstem.
Jesus.
The fuck is happening?
Ah, shit, see?
Brainstem.
Yes, that's what this part is called.
Feel around first.
The basal ganglia feels clumpy. The bullet has torn apart his reptilian complex. The funk soul brother at the back of his head has gone dark forever.
Funk soul brother. Push deeper.
Your fingers slide into the remains of his limbic system. There is no resistance. It's gelatinous. The slug-like structures are damaged too. The tearing extends deep into both hemispheres. The undulations of the limbic system have ended. All is quiet.
The cavity is here, cut right between the hemispheres.
The lieutenant answers with the sound of his pen on paper.
Fucking cavity, see?
Kuno's voice is hushed.
Quivering with awe.
Push deeper.
Your fingers are all the way in now, reaching toward the inside of his skull. The cavity goes further, but the entry wound isn't wide enough for the rest of your hand to follow.
Wriggle in.
Your fingers reach toward his skull.
Oh.
His cerebral cortex feels like jelly. Cold jelly. Strange fluid streams down your wrist as you push deeper until you feel it on the tip of your finger. Sharp, serrated material. The edges cut right into your skin.
Oh, Lord.
This must be the bullet.
Hoping that actually cut. Last thing I need is an infection from this shit.
The pain is barely noticeable under the adrenaline rush.
Fish it out. Good.
You pick the sharp metal bullet between your index and middle finger. With your face twisting from pain and concentration, all you need to do is just...
I got it.
My pig's fucking got it?
He's watching his old man get the big prize at the claw game.
What?
What is it?
Slowly pull your fingers out.
The inside of the head feels cold and smooth, like a glove. Sweat dripping down your brow. Careful not to lose the prize between your fingers. With a plop, your hand emerges from the mouth, covered in blood, up to the wrist. Between your fingers, a small flower, a blossom made of lead.
Fucking beautiful.
Calm down.
A bullet.
The lieutenant puts a small bag marked evidence under it. Drop it in. Oh, we got it. Better to have it than not.
Falls in the bag, leaving a smattering of blood on the plastic. He raises the bag under his eyes and says,
A non-caliber. Rifle. Some kind of brittle alloy. Fractured on impact.
Can I have it?
Of course. You've earned it.
The lieutenant drops the bag in your bloody hand. It feels light.
We need to add an item to the injury list. Injury number 4. Oval entry wound with an abrasion color. Soft palate, back of mouth. High velocity. Temporary cavity in brain tissue. Small exit wound on the occiput. How does that sound?
Sounds like heaven.
Opinion, fatal injury.
This concurs with the Hardy Boy story and cliches.
And one last thing. We should amend injury number 3, ligament mark. Treatment. It's obvious the Hardy Boys tampered with it.
Maybe the bullet holds more answers.
Yes, we should take a closer look at it. I am certain it has more to tell us.
This little thing could reveal much about the weapon that shot it.
I think I need to wash myself.
Oh, you really, really do. I am glad to hear you say that. Your room in the Whirling in Rags should come with a bathroom. Be sure to make use of it in the evening.
Maybe stay there for a night? I guess so. What happens next?
We bag the corpse and carry him to the holding pen of my kinema. I can transport him to processing myself, but I will be gone for the rest of the day.
Alright, fair enough. What should I do in the meanwhile?
Work on the case. Tend to personal matters. Try not to do anything too dangerous. An officer needs backup in a neighborhood like this. I'll leave that choice to you. And one more thing. Great work, detective.
Thanks.
The word lingers in the air of the yard. Far away, dogs are barking. Further yet, the sound of motor traffic. Detective.
After you bag the corpse, Lieutenant Kitsuragi will leave the party until tomorrow morning.
That's fair.
You can do side tasks, and even the main case, but it might be more difficult. Plan his exit accordingly.
I think my plan is to... Yeah, let's go ahead and knock it out now, because it is late in the day. And then with the last bit of time I have, I'll try to brute force the whole figuring out Kuno, and then I'm definitely going to go talk to Clache again. Let's bag him.
Alright.
He takes out a shiny black body bag and starts pulling the plastic over the dead man's face.
There go those beautiful enamel boots. You will never own the full set.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
May they rest in processing.
Oh, fuck, I didn't think about that. God damn it.
Oh, well. In another lifetime.
I will need a little help carrying him. You take the hands, I'll take the legs.
Well, it's too late to back out now, isn't it? Or is it? Hang on. Oh, okay. I do want the full set. I can speedrun most of that. Interesting. Oh, that quick save was so far back. Autosave. How badly do I want those boots? Ah, fuck it. Did what I did. It slipped my mind, just literally. So. That's fine. This is an imperfect playthrough. Alright. Let's chat with Kuno real quick. Oh, poor kid's all bored now. What do I need to figure him out again?
Necromancer pig. That shit was dark. Going in there like that. Oh, brutal shit. Tell me, Kuno dies. You're gonna pick one out of his brain like that too? Kuno's gonna go out in a hail of bullets.
Jesus,
gonna look like a fucking porcupine.
Porta Rosa, a side alley of the Boogie Street Spearhead. A young man in his early 20s approaches patrol officer Emile Mullins and asks for a cigarette. As Officer Mullins reaches in his coat pocket for the pack of Astra he just purchased this morning, the man shoots him point blank in his chest. Breathless, the patrol officer collapses in the gutter. His right hand is grabbing the armor on his chest. The bullet didn't pierce it, but he can't breathe. On the pavement, the patter of the perpetrator's feet growing distant. Bleed, pig. Someone opens a window and says, but Emile cannot see who. His sight grows dim with pain.
You know what's a good line of work for getting shot?
Pigs.
He nods. There's a silence. It carries. Empathy. 58%. So you find the bull. Talk to Kuno Ease.
Kuno does.
Let's try to go max empathy here. Right now it's -1 because of what the polo. All right. So what can I do for empathy? Assuming I have anything for empathy. Man, it's always... There we go. I was about to say, it's always the clothes that I don't have. Alright.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut.
Figure out what's going on with this kid.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Interesting. How?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Act on it. Try and separate them. Kuno. Psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
He whispers back.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Kuno, he's gonna say something.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
Ah, see, alright, maybe there is something here.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Okay, anything but Kuno. Let's see. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy, scary. I'm glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up.
She's not fucked up.
Nah. Too blunt. Too blunt. Try this again.
You shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut.
He's on your...
Oh my god, stop. 80% and it roll fucks up. Out of town with this.
You missed. Shoot that shit at Kuno, Pigonaut.
It's not Kuno. Kuno, she came also, all in all.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it.
Fuck you! If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
What's up with her?
Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
She's terrifying, crazy scary.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants.
Got him.
Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
Okay, he hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
What do you mean she smoked someone?
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
You serious about this?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police officers.
I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
He feels eyes in the back of his head and stops.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence.
The creature?
There is something searching in her eyes. Fear.
Oh. What's that language she uses?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
This kid's like, she's fucking crazy. What people?
Crazy people? The fucking Nakis? I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
He said she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He watches it sink in. What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
You think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
Alright. Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in, like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
He points to the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
Oh, the little one twists her neck looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
The hallway there with the janitor closet?
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home, and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno S, two of a kind.
Why is she called Kuno S then?
Because she fucking looks like Kuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Kuno told you, this shit was psycho killer.
Jesus, so how are you dealing with all of this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
You need backup. I'm here for you. Well, no, I don't want to make Kuno look bad. She needs professional help. You can't do this alone. I don't know if that's a... I could try that. I could try to say that, but I don't know if it'll work.
Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye, black pupils trying to focus.
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
Understood.
All right. Now we can do business.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out of him.
Business.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
He concludes, spreading his hands like a baker presenting a selection of freshly baked pastries. I'm good for now.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Well, that was interesting. Something about her, though. I don't even know. Alright, well, while I'm still solo, let's talk to Gal up there on the roof. I gotta find out if I did anything fucking terrible. Alright.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Let's see. Let's lead up to it, I guess. Why do I feel like you've won here?
I really don't know, sir. I certainly don't feel like I've won. I feel like shit, sir. All the time.
She smiles. A bitter little smile. She means it.
You're right.
How well could it have turned out for me? I mean...
She looks around.
The wet wind, heavy with brine and industrial pollution from the stacks nearby, ruffles her hair.
I'm stuck in Martinez just like all of us. I've been up here for... I don't know how long now. I like to call this my rooftop containment facility.
What are you contained for, then? So I'll turn that well enough for you. What are you contained for, then?
For my sins, of course. The long-standing sins of a bad, frivolous person. For destroying my first love. For working for bad people. The list goes on and on.
This turned out well enough for you. You somehow managed not to become a suspect.
Did I? Why do I still feel suspicion hanging over me, then? What I managed was to get him killed. I understand that.
Something seems off with this theory I've developed about Ruby.
I don't know what to say.
It all seems fortuitous for you.
None of this is fortuitous for me.
Well, that's it then, I guess.
She nods, slowly, carefully even. There is suddenly a strange glint in her eyes. Not malicious, but dangerous.
Now that you've had some time, can you tell me more about him?
Sure, I can try. What do you need?
His name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Where in the GRIH is the lieutenant? Possibly speeding from one terminal to another in glorious solitude. Wherever he is, you need him. Your other questions will make little sense without him here.
That's fair. I'll hold off on those then. Now that Kim isn't here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
It's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium. Before you was only the room, the sound of the motor vehicle, steam in the bathroom, and darkness. Let's try that one first.
Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
She's a glib girl, but she liked the wording.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Of course. Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
She arches her eyebrow, waiting for it to connect with you.
Were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Yeah, we go on all right.
I don't know about that. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped, and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time, you were yelling along to it.
What was I singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That's so me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
It prides me to hear this. Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore.
Damn.
I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, sir.
Alright. Well, nothing bad happened between us. That was just what happened the night that I lost my memory and all that shit. Alright. At some point, I think I'll sleep here tonight because I do need to get cleaned up. It's probably been a minute. Unless it'll let me just shower. Will it? Probably not. Oh, maybe.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right now. Ah, that soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
Run a bath.
The bathtub slowly fills with water. The water beckons.
Undress, close your eyes, and submerge.
The water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies. You feel nice and lonely, and so tired.
Take the cans out.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub. But it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub. They're not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
Ugh, linger a bit.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools. The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
I didn't use a towel after? I see one hanging up right there. Would have showered at that. Can we still not... What's with that door? This door holds a mystery. I don't know what it is, but there's a mystery. Alright. I've got a bunch of skill points. Holy shit. Alright, well... Let's try to strengthen some of our weaker shit, too. Or Inland Empire. Did we go full Inland Empire? Empathy, Volition, Authority. Perception, Hand-Eye, Composure, Interfacing, Savoir-Faire. Savoir-Faire. Reaction speed screwed us over a couple times. Volition, Authority, Suggestion, Composure. Still have 3 of them. Let's do one more on Hand-Eye. Do I want to focus anything on the thoughts right now? Like open up a new channel. Guillaume Le Million. Indirect modes of taxation. Kingdom of Conscience. We've almost got Wasteland of Reality. The Precarious World. All red checks fail. Let me unlock one of these just to have it. And one more. Ah, the hell with it. Conceptualization. That should do. Alright, tasks. I could do karaoke. Maybe. Secret passage. Don't know how to do that. Gotta go unlock the door while I'm thinking about it. That should be easy enough. I mean, fuck it, right? The weasel's door. Should do it with Kim, though? I don't know. I can ask Guard about karaoke.
Hey, was there something you needed?
I need to sing karaoke now.
No, you don't. It's not happening.
Look him in the eye. Johnny Law's about to tear it up sad style. It's my way of apologizing. It's my way of apologizing for the trouble I've caused. Let me say I'm sorry.
By causing more trouble, I think we're good.
Oh my god. It's part of my quest of self-discovery. Help me.
The Whirling's not a charity or a musical therapy clinic. It's a commercial establishment. You're going to scare away the customers.
Why do I even have it if no one's going to use it?
It's for no one. It's a prop. I'm not letting anyone use it after the great karaoke catastrophe of 44.
What happened in 44?
A lot of people got killed because some arsehole wanted to sing karaoke.
Oh my god, it's not a prop, it's for your clients. I know it's used.
Okay, yes, it's for some clients.
I'm a real client. I've paid my bills and I have the right to use the karaoke machine.
Ha! Well, we don't have any tapes. They all got stolen.
It's alright, I have my own tape with me. Give him the tape for smallest church in Saint-Saëns.
The man in the vest and the violet shirt stares at the tape you've just given him. He begins to frown. Hard. This is the look of a man who's defeated.
Damn.
He knows he's out of excuses.
Fine.
Hell yeah.
Climb on that stage and do your thing. Just get out of my hair. I'll plug it in for you. Damn this karaoke machine.
I kind of want Kim to be here for this, but this feels like something I gotta do solo, I feel.
I'm having it uninstalled, he mumbles to himself. Oh yeah, time to do the damage.
Oh boy. Kim, you don't need to see this, Kim. I just gotta get this off my chest. This feels right. You belong here.
The stage is all set up for your performance.
Oh boy.
Feels silent. You can hear the pellets creak under your feet.
Get this out of my system.
You feel a little dizzy, a little unsteady suddenly.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
So, are you ready for your thing now? Let me know
Very
when I should
low.
turn on the karaoke carousel.
Test the microphone. Look around the room first.
There are some people out there, but mostly a post-meridian slumber has fallen on the premise. Not super lively. It would be wiser to perform in the evening, no? But the choice is yours.
I'll save it. Evening's not too far off.
Yes, you can always do it in the evening. It will be less scary with a lot of people.
I'll come back. I'll save us. I'll save it up. Nothing from you guys, right?
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Nah. Okay, then see ya. Whatever. Let's go unlock that door real quick. Yeah, I'll wait till night falls, then we'll really flex our chops here. Alright, how do we... No, I gotta do the long way around, that's right. This shit ain't nothing to count now. Oh, the woman's gone. I guess it's later in the day, right? I think her husband's still missing, though. Yeah, I do feel more confident talking to people when I have Kim with me. But I'm just gonna talk to her on the roof, though, real quick. Honestly, yeah, a lot of progress. Funny enough, I made a lot of progress, but also skipped over some stuff that I probably should have done earlier on. Stuff like like getting the body down and the autopsy and whatnot. Also kind of fumbling around, so I feel like there was a cleaner way to do it, but I ended up having to I don't know, that guy in the harbor, Lefrere or whatever the guy's name is, kind of having to I'm worried I'm gonna end up in his pocket.
This must be it. The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime and then some.
Do I hear anything inside?
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement.
This might give me my gun back. Let's just play it cool.
In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp. You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside. It would be rude.
Oh, but I'm so curious.
There's nothing else to do than to leave and tell Everard. No conceivable reason for you to intrude on the premises. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver.
Managed to get the body down very early on. Yeah, I tried to shoot it down earlier. As I've been playing, I've been figuring this game out. I don't know if the OG version had the quick save feature, but ever since I got fucked over with the the hard lock in the game, I've been less lenient with it. So I've done the old quick save and try a few rolls to get through to something trick. So I would have brute forced it way early on, so we didn't need anybody's help, but given the circumstances now. But in, potential future playthroughs, I very well know what to do now. Or if I want to be a terrible detective in future playthroughs.
As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving. A little draft, a whistle.
I could go inside. Better not to know, I guess. Alright, anything easy I can do? Could talk to a cell at some point. Still need to get to the apartment in North Montenay, which I haven't been to yet. I'll go there tomorrow, I guess. Oh, ask the chef in the kitchen, maybe? I thought they had fixed all the possible soft locks in the game. Oh no, there's a big one. Unless there's something. No, if you're on day 2, and the third area is not open up, and the end of the day comes upon you, and you don't have money to pay Gart, you are fucked. You can't do anything. I exhausted every option. I exhausted every money earning option, all the conversations. I talked to everybody, did and said everything. And if you didn't save the money properly and pay for a minimum of one more night, cause there's day 1 and then you're on day 2. If you didn't pay for day 2's night to unlock the next area, then you're stuck. The game literally won't progress further in time. It was complete horseshit. So I just got super salty about it, and I had to no. I tried the bench, literally, because they even talked about HoboCop and all that. I went to every bench in this area, and Kim would make an offhand comment. He would say, yes, doesn't look very comfortable. Anyway, we have to do other things. And then I went on forums online, Steam forums, Reddit FAQs. Everybody said the same thing. Yeah, it's an oversight in game design. It's to do just a day 2 hard lock or soft lock or whatever. It was ridiculous. I had to reload my save of day 2 and make sure I had like the room paid for. Of course, now I can just sleep in that shack, the washwoman shack, but until that point. And kitchen, that's right. Borscht.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Leo said you're friends with Mañana, is that true?
The mention of Mañana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends?
What is this? What isn't that borscht you're making there?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
I don't understand you.
Just one word. Sounds quizzical. Then he awaits your answer, with his brow arched.
Yes?
Borscht need more vodka?
Vodka,
Oh boy.
I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself!
He puts vodka in the borscht, huh?
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
No, let's cut the vodka here. I'll leave the cooking to you. Yeah, cut the vodka.
The cook gives you a long, disappointed look.
Damn.
Then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Oh, that blue door?
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself. Shrugging is an international sign for no.
Alright, cool. Well, we found out a little bit of information. 1900. Oh, God. Let's see. Get up on the stage in the evening. Is it the evening yet? It's 1900. Do I have to wait a little bit longer? What's it say?
The stage is all set. You feel a little...
So, are you ready for your thing now?
Not yet.
Let me know when I should...
To be fair, considering the insane amount of interlinked quests and dialogue, I'm surprised there's only one soft... Yeah, honestly, though. Like, I can tell just based on how I'm playing that things can go all sorts of ways in this game. Alright, so I need drama, right? Well, we definitely gotta have... Yes. Perfect to perform in. Oh my god. Totally sober too, can only imagine. Oh god, clinically insane. Hey, for the drama. Or should I do the jacket? No, the kimono's a better fit for this. Yes. And composure, gotta keep the... Perfect. And interfacing, no, but we do need some electrochemistry. Very nice. Now we're just gonna wait it out a little bit. Maybe read a case file again real quick. What's this again? Oh, the fractured bullet. I'll look at it when Kim's here.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging. It takes about half. This one, the true love people call the Graffito crew, is easy to track down. The case, the crew agree. The 9,000 people subject a staggering 78% of voters. Did anyone ask you what you believe? This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. The mural, True Love is Possible. People call it. The Graffito crew is easy to track. The case file, the crew agree. The 9,000 people, a staggering 78% of voters. Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man? Not much has changed in the mean.
It's a night right now, right? It's evening. I believe it's possible to fill most roles and still finish the game, but I admit I have abused the save reload system quite a lot to make things go my way. Yeah, same here. Although it's nice that even some situations, if you fail them, there's still like well-written segments, or like you still get perks out of some certain things. But there have been instances where in order to not lose an item, I did in fact do a quick save. Is it nighttime yet? It's 20:30.
So, are you ready for your thing
Dress
now?
code insane.
Let me know when I
Silk
should
Dragon.
turn on the karaoke carousel.
Well, is night 21? Should I wait for it to be 21? Is it nighttime outside? I mean, yeah, it's evening. There we go. Now, oh, I had to come back. Oh, Lord. All right. I'm ready. We gotta do karaoke. Insane Silk Dragon.
So, are you ready for your thing now?
Test the microphone.
Immediately, a loud feedback noise startles the room. You feel like an amateur. How are you supposed to hold the mic? Should you just sing into it? Where should you stand?
Too close to the mic? Oh, no. I'll try a couple times.
The air.
Holy
is thick
shit, first
with
try.
Anticipation.
Nice. The air is thick with anticipation.
Someone dims the lights as the music starts.
Oh, no.
Okay, here we go.
Do we actually hear Harry?
I would often go there.
Oh, that is my voice. Okay.
To the tiny church there. The smallest church in San.
This whole time I didn't realize that's my real voice.
Though it once was larger. How the realm may rest there. Down through the mist there. Toward the Seven Sisters. Toward those pale cliffs there. I would often stay there. In that tiny yard there. I have been so glad here. Looking forward to the past here. But now, you are all alone. None of this matters. No, none of this matters at all.
Interesting. We are days in this investigation. A dozen, like hours and hours into our playthrough, and I just now ancient reptilian brain, and I'm just now realizing that the voice of the ancient reptilian brain is Harry's voice. That's Harry. All right, nice.
A lazy applause fills the room.
Aww.
You feel your hands shake as
Maybe
awareness of your body returns to you.
Thank you, ancient reptilian brain.
There is silence now, in the deep where the voice came from. It has receded, to return only in dreams and nightmares.
And we did that totally sober, too.
This guy really carried you.
To Kim, even though he's not here right now.
Good, good. Are we ready? I want to unplug the microphone now.
Last words?
Thank you, Montané. Fair enough. Wonder what happens if you fail the roll, if you want to keep it for a potential future run. let's keep it for at some point in the future. I do want to, not on stream because this is a long fucking game, but I do want to do a run where I'm just like a complete shithead, and I feel like being a shithead and failing at karaoke would go hand in hand. So I'm down for that. So I'll hold off on finding out the future of that. But thank you. All right, back to business. What should I? What do I wear? The polo jacket. Always keep the tie. The jeans, but instead I'll do the boots. Boots and cats and boots and cats. I think so. That should be good. Thank you, God.
Ah, smallest church in Saint-Saëns, right?
The cafeteria manager's waiting for you to acknowledge that he recognized the song. The church is actually my past, my life, my love. Things are really bad with it. Actually my past. Let's say that.
Cool. Now, what can I do for you?
Oh, he really does think it sounds a little cool. Look at that. Appreciate it, man. Alright. Time to go stay in my shack, I think. Yeah. What I like about this game, and it really goes to show for with between like the writing and just the characters themselves, is a lot of people, even like Titus. Like, you know, I first meet Titus and I hated the guy, and then after, you know, you talk and do the right things and all that, I kind of like, I came around on him. Like, they're not bad guys. They were trying to help someone out. And a lot of these people, like Gart, again, I met Gart first morning I wake up and he's an absolute prick. And it's like, no, I came to understand why he's a prick, and now I'm trying to like get on his good side because I know he's not a bad guy either. It humanizes a lot of people. Is there anything else? Probably not. I think I should just go to sleep. Kim, I need my buddy here. I need Kim with me to be able to do these things. In the meantime, let's save 20 bucks and go ahead and take a nap. And the only thing that I feel bad about right now is not getting the body down myself, because it put me in a position where, yes, I didn't have to like subscribe to Measurehead's racial theories and all that, but I still had to have the harbor manager, like, I had to go watch the gate while he went to go take the body down, which meant that everybody saw me as like pro-union for a moment. And I'm not trying to like take sides during all this. I'm trying to be like pretty centralist. So centralist that I got a trophy for it already, but anyway. I'll wake up and we'll ask around about Ruby, probably. Oh, and in case anyone's curious, or in case you're curious, I shaved and I figured out the source of that weird, like, almost forced grin. So I'm just a sad, true man. I'm being true to myself here, so there's that too. Nap time.
The bed is comforting.
Oh, okay. Almost there. And a skill point. Lord. What checks do I have right now? How did you get it down, by the way? I've never seen the normal way because I got super lucky with my shot. I don't know if there is a quote-unquote normal way. Like I said, I had to, so I didn't even get to the harbor until like this day. When I got there, Everard, the walrus fat man, he was like, "Oh, we can help you get it down." And he's like, "Measurehead, go take it down." And since he got commanded, he said, "Oh, very well. My boss commanded me. I'll go do this, but you got to watch the gate while I leave." And since I was watching over the gate while he left, everybody, all the scabs down below that were like protesting, were like, "Oh, this motherfucker's pro-union." And Measurehead even said as much. He gets back up there and he's like, "Yeah, I got your body down, but at the cost of you now looking like you as the police, the RCM, are working for for or with the union." So anyway, that's how I did it. But I would have liked to have gotten lucky with my shot. That would have been great. Physical instrument interfacing, composure. A lot of composure. Composure or visual calculus, I think. There we go. All right, let's read a case file, then go to bed.
It's the ledger you found in the it takes about half an hour. This one, the mere true love. People, the graffito crew, the case, the crew agree. The 9,000 people subject, a staggering 78%. Did anyone ask you? This one is
well, no, I meant to. I didn't mean to do that.
People call the graffito, the case, the crew agree. The 9,000 people, a staggering 78% of voters. Did anyone ask you what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger?
Oh, you
what
have?
do you want to tackle next?
Well, you're welcome to go back after the stream's done. It's only like a couple minutes, but that's just all that it is. Because the way that I did it was, since I didn't spec into physicality, and I didn't know about the checkpoint sheet, when I tried to go get my police coat and jump down those 2 meters, I kept failing, so it like locked the option for me. So I did everything else in Area 1. I did a shitload of side missions in the second area, including the whole series about the church and the crazy, like, soundless little column and the fishing village, everything but the main town. Then I finally got back to this area, after I've learned about the this little checkpoint cheat and all that, because otherwise to open the gate, Measurehead, I couldn't knock out Measurehead. I didn't want to try to be violent. And then he's like, well, you can like think about racial ideology, and I was like, I didn't want to do any of that, because I tried that through trial and error, then hit the soft lock, and I was like, fuck it, we're gonna redo day 2 because we have literally no other option. So then finally, when I figured out how to do the checkpoint manipulation, I jumped down, found a different way into the harbor, and that was on it was day 3 when all that happened. So it was just a whole thing. I got to the harbor later than I should have, but it also meant that I had already done a lot of the interviews and gotten a lot of information. So I don't know, forewarned is forearmed.
Not
I guess.
much has changed in the meat.
But I like how there's so many different ways you can ultimately get to your outcome. That's really cool. Variety. It feels like you're really truly, 1, bumbling your way through the case, and 2, like finding little breaks here and there.
The bed is comforting.
All right, day 5. Let's fucking.
Awesome. The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
The old reptilian brain want to come back? That was some noise.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes, tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Great, this is gonna be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately? Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people. And then forgets about it.
I don't care. That doesn't scare me.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. Soul brother.
I'm a cop. That's what I do.
Oh no. I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
What's it? Oh lord. What am I afraid of? Love? Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
Her face forms in summertime.
In hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Curiouser and curiouser. Wikey wikey. What a day, huh? Kim. Morning, Kim. I also missed out on the armor boots because I forgot that if I had him take it away, I wouldn't have a chance to get the boots. The rave party quest in the church. Hardcore!
Yes?
Like, yeah. Alright, nothing. We're good. Alright. Ask around the fishing village about Ruby? Sure. Oh, shit!
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down
parked the
soon.
boat
I
over
can feel
here.
it. The wind is turning southeast. What's on your mind, officer?
She needs to go on a date with another drunk badly. I don't know about that. Maybe. I'm actually looking for someone else.
Oh?
Looking, looking for a suspect who might have stayed in the neighborhood.
Okay. When did this person stay here?
Very recently. Over the past few days. She might have arrived on Friday.
Oh. I've been out on the sea for most of the past week. The weather's been good for fishing, so I usually start at 4 in the morning.
Really?
Yes, that's the optimal time. Got to make the most of the calm. I've been sleeping like a corpse after. The sea really takes its toll. Now I'm just waiting for the wind to settle to get out there again. Sorry I couldn't help you out. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
That's it. I'm good.
Really? Are you sure you're not also looking for Nadia Harnancourt? Or Ignis Nielsen? Or the Great Lost City of Ace, Under the Waves?
I'm looking for a lot of stuff, ain't I?
A lot of stuff.
I guess so. Doesn't feel like a lot to me. I could be doing more. Maybe there's someone missing from your... What? Maybe there's someone missing from your life. That's what cops do.
I guess that makes you into some sort of terrier. Either way, I can't help you out.
Interesting. Pursue a date angle. How about staying all business? Now, what are you doing over here?
I'll just keep the Cor de Leche in the channel, if that's okay. It's too shallow near the pier.
She winds the mooring line around a post.
Hi, ma'am. And it's a jetty, by the way.
Of course. Jetty. I prefer a good jetty to a pier any day. Jetty.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, detectives.
She fastens the end of the line around the post and straightens her back.
It's good to see you here. I only just arrived myself.
What brings you here, madame?
Nothing, really. I've had my eye on this jetty for weeks now, so I decided to investigate it personally. This cluster of buildings isn't on any of the official maps, as far as I can tell.
So, how do you like it here?
How do I like it?
She casts her gaze toward the village. Slush melting on the cinder blocks. Construction work left half-finished 10 years ago.
Water drips down eaves of Eternite. The jetty below her feet creaks to the tune. The smell of salt and dog shit in the background.
It's pornographically poor. The street has no name. All the men are dead or missing. And is that the carcass of a motor carriage over there?
She squints her eyes.
I'm surprised that woman hasn't put me to the sword yet. Maybe she will. You should ask your questions while you can.
Dark eyes survey the coast leading up to Martinez. Dull grey metal rests in her scabbard. A sword. The wind is too loud for her to hear.
Fortunately for you, madame, the RCM is on the scene.
Real men, real politics, real thoughts in your head.
Try not to be scared. This is just how the real city looks, I guess.
Oh, I'm not frightened, officer. I'd never...
She leans against the railing, looking up at the gray sky.
Above you, there forms a quilt of altocumulus clouds, twisting into each other. The wind tugs and stretches them over the bay. Their cloud shadows slide over the ruins of Revachol West. Wherever they pass, the temperature drops slightly, but perceptibly. It's early spring, and the rains are coming. An officer enters a low hut of stone and wood. Inside, weapons are piled against the walls. Rifles with splintering stocks, and swords, tens, if not hundreds. They're antiques, says Lieutenant John, the archetype McCoy, to his partner. They're digging them up from the catacombs now, fixing them. Old caches from the revolution. The children carry them up. Come May, the streets will be flooded. Outside, the wind rattles the loose hatches, flooded with cheap weapons in angry hands.
Have I told you how they discovered this place?
The wind picks up. Her raincoat flaps in the gust. This fishing village? Or this island?
No, they're in Celindian, Isla.
You have not told me how they found it.
Well, your condition has left you no worse off than most of these people. The literacy rate is around 45% west of the river. 50 years of occupation have left these people in an oblivion of poverty.
Oblivion. That's so me.
I knew you would sympathize. Most Revacholians will never know what this place means. Our home. This island of matter. Or why they were ferried over in the first place. Remind me to tell you one day. For now, how can I assist you in this new location?
Tell me now. Well, I mean, we have a little bit of time.
Do we?
He glances at his watch. It doesn't look like he does.
I hear you have singled out a suspect and are in pursuit. This is cause for cautious optimism. I would not want to delay you.
This story she will tell only before she leaves Martinez, at the very end of her stay.
Maybe there is something else I can assist you with.
Fair enough.
While you're hot in pursuit.
I did talk to Everett Clare for you.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose sides.
He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. A bloated rainbow socialist. I wish to swear fealty to you in the cause of capital. I have the feeling the international community does not approve of him.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question.
Corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption. Reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht. Let's hold this off for now.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
The tattoos, though? Like, so will she not divulge that yet?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something.
Better not tie the fourth day to the Bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
So I have to basically, like, give her some information for her
She
to...
wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
Interesting.
Wasteland of reality.
Thought complete. Have I sobered up?
Congrats, you're sober.
Hell yeah.
It will take a while for your body to remember how to metabolize anything that isn't sugar from alcohol. So you're going to be pretty ravenous soon. Eat plenty. You can expect your coordination and balance to improve in a couple of weeks. In 2 months, you might start sleeping like a normal person. Full recovery will take years though. It'll be depressing, and it'll be boring. Don't expect any further rewards or hand claps. This is how normal people are all the time.
Bonuses? What? Jesus. Insomnia, sober, bore. Return of the self to positive effect. Wait, return of the self to no positive effects from alcohol. Why? I thought this would. Hang on, I hate that. So what? As time go, what? So you. So this thought takes the most of any of the other thoughts. Over 20 hours to think on this thought. You sober up, and instead of getting a slew of rewards and bonuses, you're punished. That's it. 1 psyche. That's it. That's it. Which one's psyche again? Return of self. Wait, what? It's not even one of these. It's nothing. There's like no. How could that be a bonus just because I'm sober? I guess that's the point of it. Is like, all right, you're sober now. Congrats. Nothing special. Return of +1 psyche. Return of the self. Okay. What thought should I think about next? I unlocked some new ones. Searchlight Division. 3 hours. Missing persons cases just really get to you. It's hard watching people worry about their loved ones. The little nervous movements, the dark rings around their eyes from sleepless nights. And even if there are no loved ones waiting, you'd like to have all your ducks in a row. And it really bothers you when whole entire people aren't accounted for. How some thoughts are punishing you. I get how some thoughts punish. I only played the game once, but I believe they give you more dialogue options. Oh, that could be a thing. That's good, though, because people will be like, oh, you've sobered up. Guillaume le Million. Whatever happened to Guillaume le Million, who, with his amber mane and sparkling teeth, beguiled the tattered remains of the nation. Indirect modes of taxation. Kingdom of Conscience. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. That's just about democracy. The precarious world. 4 hours. Seems like the point of this game is victory. The absence of defeat on all fronts. Victory is in business ventures and creative undertakings. Victory in love and all of political victory, ideology victory. One problem, not a lot of victors in sight. Everybody's mostly losing. Why is that, and how do you not lose? How do you not lose? Only 4 hours, but all red checks will fail right now. Or Searchlight Division. Let's do Searchlight Division for now. I think, yeah. Okay. Keep asking around about Ruby, I guess. Or should I share? I mean, Everett even said, I don't care what you tell her. I mean,
you're back. Good.
She's not even asking you anything. It's so easy to just say.
Let's see. Helping me find my gun.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you...
And I already regret it. See, fucking...
He's able to contain the anger and surprise. When I said, be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly.
Did I not save at the start of the day? Is there no autosave at the start of the... Oh my god. Alright.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
No.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is there anything else?
Before I fuck myself over anymore. Feel so bad about that. Oh fuck it, let's just save the game. Top start of the day here. Day 5. Because I feel like the only way to get her to talk about the tattoo is to share information on Everard. Maybe come back to it. Let's go tell him that we did what we did. My mind is so torn in the different directions that I can go in. I shouldn't have shared that though. I already regret it. So this game, I will say this game is full of one thing, and that's many regrets on my part. I want to keep Kim's confidence. Oh, let's change the gloves too. Yeah, this Ruby's our strongest lead right now anyway. The tag on the roof, allez-vous-en, means go away. I know like allons-y is like let's go. So that who's that? Who's on the bench? Oh, they're drunk? Not the husband, is it?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of...
You can revisit the bed.
Oh. Wrong way. And I found the rich guy in the shipping container, or the one who has a incredibly high net worth. My faith has been shaken. I'm questioning every decision I make now. I gotta get back into the habit of doing solid saves and quick saves. The character is really what the fuck, yeah. But I love a little Irish guy over there. Or Scottish? I think he's the Irish fella. He's a sweetheart. Alright. Huh? What? What was the thought? Something forgotten on the coffee table. What? Where? Whatever.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
He leans toward you, waiting for your for you to complete a sentence. Is an organ in the great state organism of war. Also looks just like me. Member of the board for himself. The worker for himself.
And for his fellow man. That's right, Mr. Dubois. You're turning out to be quite the individualist there. So, you had business with me?
I opened that door we asked me. Can we discuss the murder now? Oh, ask me how do I get in? I did it, Everett. I turned it off. Turned what off? Alright. I opened the door. I screamed for himself to piss him off too. Oh. Yeah, nothing you can say pisses this guy off. He'll either act like, be like, oh, you wouldn't, I imagine this is quite a surprise. Or he's just like, just will find a way to somehow slyly agree with whatever you say.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. action. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't.
You're right, Harry. You only had to unlock the door, which you did. So we're all good here. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why.
Oh boy.
Real police work
Don't
is
like
going to
this
start
guy.
happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is going to be good.
I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical, and so is the village. But the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Wait, alright, go on.
About my fun container? It's a hoot, Harry. Who knows? Maybe you'll be in here the next time they move it. It will be very fun, I promise. But enough about me and my container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them. All hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy. The one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Uncertainty belies his boasting. In the end, though, he believes it. Or at least, he wants to believe.
I mean, how much do we talk to him about all this? Like, we want to question him, but whatever. There was a bullet in the hanged man's head.
So they shot him?
He sounds pleasantly surprised.
He was shot in the head before he was hanged.
How odd. I don't know what to say, Lieutenant. They told me they hanged him. A hanged man is what I saw when I took a look into that yard. What I do know is, the case is in safe hands. If anyone can get to the bottom of this shot and hanged man, it's my 2 little policemen. Godspeed, policemen.
My 2 little policemen. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
You mentioned a lawyer girl. I mean, I know who he's talking about, but...
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
That's him allowing the police to ask his men questions.
I already did it. Everett, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate? Well, they already cooperated.
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Sure.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardy boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there.
What?
But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
Good talk.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here.
Neither am I.
I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you.
Yet.
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left.
Oh my god.
I want to, but I just can't.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
It's another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do. Sure.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
Agreed.
But he thinks it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
I don't trust this guy for a second. What are the signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth center in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
You mean the fishing village?
Yes, the little cul-de-sac on the coast, where all the men have drowned in either the sea or the bottle. A gloomy place, doesn't have that Union attitude.
What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. right next to a fancy new youth centre designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
I don't trust this. I don't know, I guess.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here.
I don't like doing shit for this guy.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then we can talk about your gun.
The question is, does he actually have the gun? Turned it off.
What?
The shady brew. You told me to make it even shadier. I didn't. It had alcohol in it. Now there's no alcohol.
Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating tasks, and it's a great relief to see people taking initiative. I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm gonna let the world surprise me. Most certainly, Harry. Nothing brightens my day like brainstorming these things with you. By all means, Harry. See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
I'm worried. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what direction to go in. Also, I need to inspect the bullet, but probably not in here. Take a step outside real quick. Lord. Alright, the bullet. The bullet mushroomed out on impact. It now looks like a fanciful jacket button and something that could pierce skin, flesh, and bone.
The bullet is safely sealed away in a plastic bag bearing the RCM stamp. Kim has filled out the label on the bag with the item number, case number, and date and location the bullet was found. Beside his orderly handwriting, the bullet looks especially sad, like a tiny, shriveled head of cauliflower.
Feel it?
The squashed bullet has some sharp edges where the jacket has split open. It feels cold, even through the bag.
What do I do with you, bullet?
What?
Lieutenant Depp's closer. I said, what do I do with you, bullet?
Well, if I was the bullet, which I'm not, I would say find the weapon that shot me.
Good idea.
If we find who owns it, we will have likely found who used it, possibly to kill our victim. In conclusion, the more we know about this bullet of yours, the better.
Inspect it.
The jacket of the bullet is made of a yellowish metal. It has blossomed out to reveal a dark grey core. The base of the bullet is close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
Look at the jacket.
You can just about make out a few striations near the base of the bullet. Little hairlines, linear. It feels standard.
And the core?
It's quite destroyed. Some of the fragments are still lodged in the wound.
What can you say about the bullet so far?
It's a jacketed bullet close to 5 millimeters in diameter.
A jacketed bullet. Okay. It would have been shot from a military-grade breech-loading rifle, not from a muzzleloader, like those typically found on the streets of Martinez.
So maybe one of the other military fellas?
We were right. This came from a serious weapon.
Even the RCM uses ordinary unjacketed conical bullets. This is strange. Very strange. I like this, officer. Strange means unique. Unique means incriminating. We need to find the gun that shot it.
Something tells you that won't be any time soon. This'll have to be one of those epic tasks that's open for a while.
And yet, here we are. Hand-eye coordination. Have a similar rifle on hand, aware of the name of the antique rifle you found. Let's hold off for a second. Learn my lesson. Quick save and let's try. Because technically a while has gone by because I've been doing side missions and shit. The one good thing.
The bullet is still safely sealed away. A rifle.
Dope.
Revolutionary period. Your bullet looks to be an old 4.46 millimeter from the surplus left over from the turn of the century. Probably an antique or a retrofitted antique.
Make?
The 4.46 caliber was widely used with the Belmargrave rifle, a Revacholian manufacturer. The BM dominated the battlefields of the Insulindian theater of the anti-centennial revolution 50 years ago. Incidentally, you have just such a rifle with you. The dusty old thing you found hidden in the basement below the commercial area. It's unusable, sadly. If it were, the bullet would probably fit the chamber.
Is anyone still making these rifles?
No, but Zeliger, a major firearm manufacturer, ended up with a surplus after the war. So there are still a lot of these old military rifles floating around, usually broken. The quality was appalling.
Well, who uses Belmargrave rifles these days?
Antiques enthusiasts, guerrilla fighters in distant countries, a few lucky jamrock bangers. You're looking for the same thing you found in that hidden weapons cache, only in working order.
What are you thinking? Bullet?
I think I know where this came from. Dangled the bag thoughtfully.
Okay. And?
The shot probably came from a Belmargrave rifle.
An antique. That makes sense. There can't be many breech-loading rifles floating around in Martinez, or anywhere in Ravachol, really.
Why not?
Sure, there's some arms trafficking, but the laws prohibiting the use of breech loaders we inherited from the monarchy have been effective, from what I've seen. Some new RCM recruits get impatient with their muzzle loaders once they've trained with military-grade weapons, but they realize it's worth it in the end.
Makes you consider every shot. I like it.
Imagine if everyone, cops, citizens, had access to firearms that could shoot multiple rounds without pausing to reload. After the first shot, the second, third, and so on come much easier. But back to the investigation.
I kind of want to live in a world where we only have like single shots. I don't know. I mean, yeah, revolvers are fun and all that, but seems we're looking for an antiques enthusiast. Could the victim have been mixed up with some guerrilla fighters? Have well-armed Jamrock banners started crossing over? Seems we're looking for an antiques and the victim may have been mixed up with some foreign guerrilla fighters. Maybe.
Let's find out. Next step, finding the gun itself.
Okay. Worth a shot. God, so far the only thing that I feel bad about right now is the fact it's like we found the hint from the pawn shop owner of who got the gun, and it's some like I guess portly woman who referred to herself as a pig. I haven't gotten to the city to be fair, so I haven't really explored yet. But we're taking favors from this fucking sack of shit in the container. I really don't want to be working for this guy. My only concern. All right, let's actually head to that city then, because I haven't even like poked my head over there yet. I'm too busy with all these damn loose ends I keep getting. Find the murder weapon. Locate a working firearm that shoots 4.46 ammo. There's also this guy. I feel like giving him a shitty scheme for the fuck of it.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Conceptualization. Dress code. Business casual. Conceptualization. Okay, let's give it a go. Can't even see myself in here. All right, we'll give it a go. Give it a few rolls.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
What? 3%? Wait, so the polo? Oh, because he's dressed like a fucking... I get it. Hang on. So the polo shirt, because that's business... Because the polo shirt's the mark of a guy like this. I like that. Okay. Let's try this shit again.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
3%. Ooh, I mean, how much do we entertain this? Let's give it 5 rolls. 3% is the lowest we've had of anything so far, so 5 rolls sounds fair.
Congratulations. You've sub.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Congratulations.
Because 3% is like astronomically low. Not impossible, but low.
Welcome back, gentlemen.
Congratulations.
Invest in a youth center.
Welcome back, gentlemen. What can I do for you?
Congratulations.
Probably not a good idea, honestly. Whatever. My patience is wearing thin. A cell. I haven't talked to a cell since they opened the nightclub. Hello? Plus there's the... Oh, don't do this to me now, come on. Plus there is still the further north, you know, like the actual, like... Not the commercial district, residential? Or city-ish area? And the pawn shop. We've already kind of dabbled in there, though. Alright. Can I lower this, by the way? Did I ever try? What? Cop Sonny's Jamrock Biker? Oh lord. Empathy. Feel the streets. For taking your Armel Rio Supersonic out for a ride on the streets of Jamrock where your heart is buried. Alright. Sign says no entry. Script inverted star. Alright. Let's talk with the cell real quick just to wrap up that loose end. And see the crazy church one more time. Can I fucking go around the damn swing set? Jesus. I don't know what more a cell can tell us. We should come back here when it snows. A strange feeling that passes quickly. And the buoy with the passport in it, there's that too. Out by the reeds. Huh? The same address the lead programmer of Fortress Accident was looking for. Well, yeah. Okay. I could dance too. Alright, hang on. A cell?
She's whistling a melody, her trusty contact mic attached to a wooden pulpit. At the sound of your footsteps, she stops what she was doing and turns to you.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But like, underwater inside a tree.
Huh.
But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead.
What for?
For getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new Associates, such as they are.
How's everyone doing?
Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dancing. Egghead's been keeping the party up. He's got the stage under control. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does behind that radio computer of hers. She doesn't talk to us much, and the crabman hasn't shown himself, thank God.
Have you seen a red-haired woman around?
No.
Just no?
It's pretty desolate here. I only hear the dogs bark at night and see the shadows move down the coast.
Considering what we're trying to do here, this doesn't sound like a good sign.
Superstition. We can turn the grim desolation into a fun dance club, and thus also help turn this hellhole around.
Now, can you tell me about your associates?
Sure. You helped us out. I can repay the favor.
Sure.
What do you want to know?
Suna.
Ah, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today, she told me about Welkins, and she seemed oddly happy, like she had some idea with those little creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't really listen, I was busy with my mic.
Tiago?
Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. But he doesn't actually come down that much, just climbs around the rafters. I just tried to stay away from the crab man. But he talks to Noid. They seem to have some thing going on.
He talks to Noid?
Beats me. Noid said they get along somehow. They're both crazy enough, I guess.
What does he do up there?
Who knows? He doesn't really answer our questions, see? Not that it's easy to ask them. What are we supposed to do, yell up at the tower? Who do you want to know about?
Andre?
Andre? He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least.
She rubs her sides, but not from cold. Her shoulders are relaxed. She must have taken a hit, or she's on an upswing.
He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? He tries to push things until everything falls into place. He's an organizer.
What has he organized?
Nothing.
What?
But then again, there's nothing to organize around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know?
We're actual police officers, but we're corrupt, rotten to the marrow. On life?
Yes. Anyway.
Is Andre your boyfriend?
Yes.
Alright. Tell me about the others.
Who do you want to know about?
Noid?
He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Elysium. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle.
What does he do?
What do you mean, do? Like, for a living?
Yes.
He's a carpenter.
Oh,
trained
really?
and all. He's very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that. In a shop somewhere.
What kind of mindset is that?
He abides by the hardcore, sir. You would have to ask him yourself.
He abides by the hardcore, sir. And you?
Sir, I abide by the law.
A strange feeling. Every now and then, something feels off about the way she speaks. She doesn't change tone, but you feel as though there's more about her, and she lets on.
What is this pilgrimage you're talking about?
It's just something poor Forberg kids do every spring. To pass the time, we walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock. Or as much as possible.
Why wouldn't it be?
I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering.
Let's say I haven't been down Boogie Street.
Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Boogie Street is cool. It's got a lot of immigrants and all kinds of different people.
I might just do that if I make it there alive.
Yeah.
She says, then opens her mouth like she's about to add something, but doesn't.
Who do you want to know about?
What's the deal with Egg? We gotta know. Egghead.
What do you mean?
What does he think he's doing when he yells all that stuff?
Oh, that. He's the party boy.
He told me as much, but what exactly is a party boy?
Anodic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offense if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me.
No offense taken. Go on.
Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on. That's where the party boy comes in. He basically just stands on the stage and dances and yells how awesome everything is. It's very catchy.
A true DJ.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning makes you... Anyway.
He looks around, a little embarrassed of the enthusiasm of his interjection. Where's he from? How long has he been with you guys?
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is, really. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg. Or maybe even Coal City. I can't remember. Maybe it was Coal City. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines... There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back.
What?
Couldn't even speak. It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment or two. You wish you'd been there.
Who do you want to know about?
Actually, do tell me about yourself.
Me? Again?
Yes, I forgot. Tell me about yourself.
I told you, I'm a silver bird.
There's that phrase again. Really reminds you of something.
What does that mean?
It means I don't answer questions about myself.
There's more to you than you let on. What am I not seeing?
All right.
She picks up the tape recorder and looks you in the eye.
There is.
What? I'm a police officer. You have to answer me.
Is there a law that would stop me from lying, though?
That would depend on the circumstances.
Lieutenant taps his foot. Fair enough, I guess.
Thank you. Sure.
Empathy. Catch the silver bird. Empathy. What do I have for empathy again? I'm tempted. I actually have multiple clothing items for empathy now. Maybe give it a few rolls.
Welcome back.
42%.
Welcome back.
The device.
Welcome back.
The device feels.
Damn, 42%, and this roll's still giving me problems. I mean, 42% is not great, I'll admit, but it's better than.
Welcome back.
The device is
There
still
we go.
warm from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit here in the damp church while the drug's wearing off. At your age, or at any age, in this place, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side.
Your words echo through the hall. The wooden boards all around groan and creak. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It's not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you now.
What is?
Her shoulders shake a little. The dark. Nothing. If you got this, don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it.
There is little you can do to help her now. But given the chance, you feel like you should. There is something about her, a weightiness. Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now, as an equal,
Oh.
a fellow human being.
I remember failing 42% 10 times in a row. I guess that was to balance out the perfect shot in the hanged man's rope.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
You said eating me? There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. Ah, apply to the working class. Ah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that sometimes you gotta make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing. I guess.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress.
That's probably not it, is it? I don't.
No, it sounds like you just got chick issues.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I found these letters I'd thrown in the trash. They might have something to do with it.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
They were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, did reading them make me not feel good.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all.
Go figure.
Who was she?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
Or I call her scent, and that's all.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise?
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
I think it's more about getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erased all memory of this world.
Yeah, or it might be that. This one time I did so much booze that I forgot too. Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
Who?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Well, thanks for the bullshit psych thing, then.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten, though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Yes, but it itches really, really bad.
Reaction speed, catch the silver bird. Very low. Well, I could try that. Catch it for her, I guess. I don't know. I'm pouring all my love into her now. I feel like I'm wearing something that reduces reaction speed, though. That'll do it. I gotta wear some kind of pants. Sure. Alright, that should help a little bit. Fuck is it? Oh, Lion Kim, welcome, welcome. Where are you? We are... Who are... Welcome to the chat. We're in Disco Elysium, man. Feel the vibe. Listen to Egghead over here.
Good morning! Yeah! Harder core!
Harder core. Harder core, yeah. I don't know, man. Why are any of us here? What is life? Alright, give me a... Let me... a quick save going here.
Welcome back.
28. 28's not terrible. Let's give it a few rolls.
The silver.
Welcome back.
The silver.
Come on. This is the game, folks. This is the game now.
The silver bird.
Must be some more music-related quests to help them with the rave. Oh, no, you're right. There are, for sure. But I gotta solve this case someday. I need to find my fucking gun.
O pasaro
Hey.
behind. It flutters by your ear. It's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
O passer de agent. Someone who won't break into question.
Excuse me?
She casually brushes her hand through her hair.
She's attempting to remain calm, but the phrase made her flinch.
I remember now.
What do you mean?
The silver bird.
All right. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man. Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died.
What happened next?
What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone.
She's gritting her teeth.
So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, mine too. We left it all behind.
Are you sure about that? Or what about this drug lab plan?
It was a stupid idea, and I'm still disappointed I came up with it.
Aren't there any local authorities who might look down on such activities?
I took that into account, of course. Coordinated the operation with the debardeurs, else they might get unhappy.
So what you're saying is, if Rart authorized this...
Not in person, but I let them know. You can't do anything without the fat ones getting wind. It wasn't too difficult to convince them, really. It's a good thing you ended that mess, though. I felt I was turning Dadwise into a corrupt business person. Unpleasant.
Well, good.
Hear that? Set justice on its feet. Confront Everard.
Oh, he'll talk it away, I'm sure.
Come on, this is all fine. But you don't have anything on Everard now. That's not how these things work.
So exactly. Add it to the list. We should confront Everard about this. Maybe we can manipulate him using the information. Maybe.
No, I don't think it would lead anywhere with Everard. He's just going to deny it.
That was my gut instinct.
Yeah. Have you seen Everard?
Fair enough. Can I dance yet? Should I dance?
Oh, hey man, it's good to see you.
Very low. Dance fever incoming. I get 3%. That's it for now. What else was there? Hey kid, you had something?
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore!
Hardcore. Wow, that was the craziest sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore.
His voice booms through the chamber, then gets silent.
Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Oh! I don't know. Maybe someone can do something with this. I imagine this is the sounds that the future could make.
Sounds like the future could be even more hardcore than I ever imagined.
Yeah!
Yeah! How do you like it in the church?
Yeah! Back on the case! No disgrace! Bring it down to party place!
Yes, sir.
The first page of the second chapter!
What are those lungs on your belt buckle?
Lungs are for love!
L'amour, la compassion, la autodiscipline.
Love! In a woman's lungs. Lonely as I am, I'm not afraid. This strange, damaged feeling grows on and on. Cause I've never loved someone like you before.
Damn.
A dopamine surge accompanies the words. It feels like electricity flowing down your scalp, dissipating into your neck. Feels good. Like a spark of life in that moribund sponge you call your body.
58%. What was that sound? Expert on analog music. Physical instrument. Let's give it a go. Well, we're here, right? Physical instrument. Just picture this guy constantly changing clothes in front of people. Is that it, really? Oh, alright. I find it so funny when English speakers are reading French. Oh, I didn't know you were laughing at me. Oh, yeah, I can't. I got a very shitty French accent. There's a few words I might be able to say, but like I know it's like being like bonjour, like bonjour, trying to be like bonjour. Like it's the nuance and the cadence of the language. Since I'm like, native English, I have, there's not a lot of stuff that I'm good at, but I have a phenomenal grasp on the English language in terms of like English language dictation, big words. But other languages, I don't know. Last try was very well done. Oh yeah, the bonjour. Like, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is that if you know the language and you're fluent, there's that certain cadence, a parlance to it for the pronunciation. So you can't just say the word like "Hola, cómo estás?" Like, no, they wouldn't be like "Hola, cómo estás?" Like it's the natural flow of it. It's that's why it's easier to fit in where you like are from and you're raised, because you get like social cues and pronunciation, enunciation. Language is fascinating. But yeah, the only phrase I know in what I know in French was like bonjour, parlez-vous français? Oui monsieur. Comment tu t'appelles? Yeah, comment tu t'appelles? Je m'appelle Austin. Je m'appelle, yeah, so like, or movie man, so je m'appelle Monsieur Incredible. I'm just thinking of Incredibles now with Bon Voyage, but yeah, I know a disgustingly little amount of French aside from like omelette de fromage or like or what's the one sentence? Le singe is under la table. Something like, yeah, what the monkey's under the table. All right. Anyway, let's give this a go.
Good morning. Yeah.
72%. Maybe your body can tell you what Arno Van Eyck's jam is missing to make it harder to core.
You know it in your lungs where the pressure should vibrate, in your heart that's low, and in your solar plexus where the hits should land. So does every Corday animal.
Hey, bass always gets the job done. Needs more bass.
What?
Oh, le copo de... See, like this would be what? A copo de art? Because you wouldn't say del art or like de la, but then like my mind will like be like, oh, del art or de la, but then I see it and I'm like, le copo de art? Like it's almost like the L disappears, like de art. But I don't know French. The young man makes a sudden move, like he's about to turn the volume down, but that would be ridiculous. And a melody. That one's Italian? Oh yeah, a capo. Ah, duh, yeah. Hey, Mambo Italiano. And a melody. A good melody is what makes the song really sticks, that you can't get out of your head anymore. Point at your head.
Wow, okay. We should start with the melody. But where would we get that stuff from?
I don't know, I was thinking you would know.
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about Nordic music. I'm just the party boy. I get the people going and say it's hardcore.
He feels ashamed. He can't be of more service to the future of dance music.
Let's see. I'll see if I can come up with something on my own. A citizen investigation. So the police to make the beats go harder. No, it's on my own. A citizen investigation.
The young man falls silent with appreciation. He even tries to contain his smile, as if it could hinder your investigation.
Basically, what you need to find here is a tape with some banging music on it, so that Egghead could use it to remix Van Eyck's jam.
Yeah, maybe that street hawker across the pawn shop has got some tapes to sell. That's just an idea.
There is a hawthorn tree on Rue de Saint-Gilles Lane, right next to the canal. A reel of magnetic tape is caught in its branches, like bronze ribbons blowing in the wind.
Rue de Saint-Genel, I've been there.
Oh, I know this. I can tell you where it is.
St. G is the boulevard before the canal bridge.
Oh.
The one that takes you to the whirling in rags and the industrial harbour. It's got the lanterns and the...
I knew that! I could have said that!
And the mosaic sidewalk.
But it's all blocked with that stupid traffic jam right now. Anyway.
It feels cold.
Does it?
He looks around looking for the cold.
Anyway, that's all yours to figure out, Copman.
Copman!
I have a tape, maybe you can use it? I mean, I have a tape, I don't know if it's the tape. It's too sad. Alright, goodbye, Egghead. Yeah, the only tape that I have is... Oh, wait, no. Oh, no, I do. Oh, I do. The Door Gun and Mega Mix. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Good morning! Tape! Yeah!
Let's just try this one out.
Alright!
He snatches the tape from your hand and attaches it to the empty reel slot. One hand on his headphones. He listens to the audio, then shaking his head, he says...
No! No, no!
Aw.
This is gonna make people scared! Keep it positive! Keep...
Alright, I'll try later. Alright, let's get out of here. I gotta focus. I gotta focus on the tasks at hand. Alright. Ah, jeez. Let me poke my head into town. I haven't even... Oh, no, the buoy. Oh my god, the buoy. I do know where that is, though. Also, take off this ridiculous garb. And get the boots on. Come on, man. We're serious about this. Alright, there should be... Isn't this what the buoy's supposed to be? Oops. No, this isn't... This isn't it, is it? Well, the buoy was further inland. I remember that. Yeah, this isn't quite it. Damn it! Do I remember where the buoy is? I feel like I do. Oh no, it was further left where I found the scientist guy. Who better not still be out here. You gotta go home to your wife, dude. Already made it here? Yeah, well, already. My god, day 5, man. I accidentally get ahead of myself, and I think I did more side missions than the primary missions, because I only very recently met the Frere, or the fat guy, the big fellow, the harbor master. Hello? Huh? Okay. Sure. Well, this guy's new. Wait.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years.
Did you do the side quest with the 3 dudes in the tent? Yeah, that's we just got out of the church right now. The whole hardcore, like all that, like yeah, we got them set up in the church in the mysterious column of silence, and it was all really cool.
Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase.
Lieutenant, can you make out what's inside?
No. I won't even try. You know...
He takes his glasses off.
I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Damn.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name.
Oh.
Don't even ask. He wouldn't answer. Maybe some other small talk.
Can you still shoot, though?
Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I passed my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
It's not bad. Who are these guys?
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
A blond man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching and smiles. Trant Heidelstein.
You officers, come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Trant Heidelstein. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
Guys, German, Dutch? I don't know. I love how the world evolves day after day, too. Yeah, things change.
Nice to meet you.
Hold on, hypertext?
Yes, hypertext. Young Carp and the collection of cultural hyperlinks.
He's just making up fancy words. This doesn't mean anything.
Wait, what was that about the windows before?
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
You and Kim know each other?
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
He rests his hand on the boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clutching to his Vam-themed coloring book.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into worms lately. But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
He points to the building again.
This man is your half-brother. You feel it. But why?
Looking for a suspect. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
No, I'm afraid I can't help you with this one, officer. It's just a regular day off for me and Mikhail here.
Pats his son's head.
So you haven't seen anyone around?
No, I'm sorry. As I said, this is just a day off. We just arrived anyway.
There's something friendly and familiar in how he says that. A day off.
Could you have any money? I gotta stop asking people for money. Kim got really upset with me about that. Thank you for all the interesting information.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Alright. The boardwalk's over here. I was trying to find those reeds again. I gotta venture into that city eventually. Dude, go home. Your wife is concerned.
Hello, hello. What can I do for you, officer?
Looking for a suspect. Have you seen a woman with red hair who seemed to be on the run?
I'm afraid not, officer. I've been busy digging around in the reeds for days, looking for signs of insect activity. I'm less interested in mammalian concerns, to be perfectly honest.
The lieutenant takes a short note in his notebook, then gestures for you to proceed.
Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
He's left his wheelchair bound, left behind to worry about him all this time. Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
The man mutters in the distance. He doesn't dare say more.
He's still glad his friend stood up for him.
Lena seems pretty eager for you to return.
And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we finish with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
He looks south, where Lena would be.
Come on, Morel. We've been soaking out here for days. It's time to go back.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not. I won't let Lena down.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Come on, you're doing this for yourself, not her. I could try that, but it seems like overstepping a little bit. Have I tried the RE4 demo? I haven't tried it, but I watched a streamer that well, really the only other streamer that I watched. I watched him like do some runs on the chainsaw difficulty. I'd be tempted to play it, but I don't know. Like I kind of want to wait till the whole thing comes out, but I'm on the fence about it. I might give it a try.
I'm doing this for science, and so is she.
I didn't know the phasmid was so important to Lena.
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified sighting, on record. One of only 4 this century, and it's hers.
She's seen it?
Really? She sighted the phasmid? She didn't tell me that.
Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
I played it last night, but I'm in the same boat. I don't want to overdo it because I just want the game. Yeah, true. Because I know the trailer they did for it recently shows a lot of gameplay, but at the same time, it's a remake for a game that already exists, and I'm sure that they're usually pretty good at like not showing their full Capcom hand. I do plan on. I was hoping to finish this up maybe even over the weekend because I want to at least start or try to get through. I got Atomic Heart I want to play Atomic Heart before RE4 comes out, but we'll see how it goes.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious Phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian Phasmid together. I can't abandon course now.
Maybe you could go back to the whirling warm-up, come back, check the traps later?
No, no, no. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the Phasmid were to starve while we were sipping tea at the hostel?
It's lasted this long without you here.
He's dead set on this. I could go for some trap setting.
Tell me more about these traps. What if we check the traps for you?
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
He looks at you with obvious surprise. This makes sense. We're looking for someone hiding on this very coast. Looking for another thing may lead us to her.
Why not? At least it will give us the excuse to look into a lot of reels.
That it will. That it absolutely will. I hope you brought your good boots.
Where are these traps?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there.
Sand?
On your way to the old radio tower, after the church.
Oh.
The third is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope, and among them...
He gestures to the trap in front of him.
You should check at least one of those before returning to this one, since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better safe and stupid.
What if
sorry.
What if I do if there is a Phasma in one of these traps?
Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight.
And if I encounter the Phasma in the wild?
That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone mixture I developed.
Oh, Lord.
It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you, or at least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Will last you about a week.
Oh, Lord. Sure. And I'm good, actually, thanks.
Your choice. As I said.
But you feel you should have it on you. Something bad might happen. Don't mess around. Take the pheromone. It'll make you sexier.
All right, my consciousness is talking to me now. Sure, present the armpit. He douses you with the odd-smelling spray, a double helping as you present your other armpit, and then gives you a satisfied nod.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
I hope you're not buying this. He dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop.
Jesus.
Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
He looks at the lieutenant with disdain, then puts the spray back in his pocket. All right.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these men are exhausted and in need of assistance.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Thank you for your help.
Dope.
Gary and I will start breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. We'll be gone once you get to it.
If it's more cryptid-related business you want to discuss, you'll have time for that later too. But what if the information is vital? On the hunt.
I'm good. Adios. And the buoy? Here with the passport, right? The buoy class I told you about?
A metal and plastic contraption bobs up and down amidst the trembling reeds. At first, it just looks like trash. But if you look closer...
That, over there. Must be the boy class you told us about. The one she hid her passport in. We should take a look.
You lift the boy out of the water without much effort. It's not tied to anything. The cords dangling from the bottom appear to have been cut.
The
number 11 has been written on the yellow plastic. It hasn't been in the water for very long, but it's already discolored and slimy with silt. A latch holds it close, but only just barely. The brittle metal of the latch has cracked.
Simple construction. Very unsafe.
A shot glass's worth of seawater pours out.
Oh.
Some algae, and nothing else.
Uh-oh.
Well, damn.
Damn. Oh, it is in there? Wait, no. No documents. Who do you think took them?
I have no idea.
That's not great. This is a disaster. Everything is ruined. I mean, I don't know. That's not good news.
I wouldn't go so far as to say that. This is only a small loose end. But I do wish we knew who took the documents.
Maybe her enemies? Maybe herself? Enemies?
Could be. We should keep an eye out. Nothing more for us to do here. Let's go.
Kim Kitsuragi, always the optimist.
You could ask the miss what she thinks. Later, if you have the time. Though you doubt she'll tell you much at this point.
Well, at least we found it. For what it's worth. Didn't you say there was a trap over here? No, the other part of the peninsula, I guess. I gotta check out the damn city. I've been putting it off way too long. Oh, there's one.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw Morel set before. Same mesh, same wiring.
Look around.
Behind you, the ruins of a residential building rise over the reeds, shielding them from the wind. The reeds rustle. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, one down. 3 to go.
No need to grin. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm helping some citizens getting some fresh air.
I meant no offense. Just...
The lieutenant doesn't know how to finish the sentence. He looks at you, putting the trap back on the ground. So do we just check them periodically, or...? This is a dead end, isn't it? Yes, it's a dead end. If I recall correctly. Hopefully we can open that gate, maybe. Trying to remember a little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirp. I see oh, there's the guy that I'm looking for. Become a member of our league of extraordinary gentlemen. All right, I've put it off long enough. Here goes. Wait, can I not go to the city yet? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I can't even go to the city. Why not? This whole time I thought. Interesting. How on earth do we unlock? Is it a spoiler if someone tells me how we unlock it? Is there another way to get in there? This whole time I thought I just had to go up the road. I never even tried. Damn. Maybe it's still all locked. Maybe I have to do what the fat man says. Damn. Starting to think so. Chances look grim. Okay. Well, I don't want to be streaming for too much longer. Maybe I do remember off the top of my head, to be honest. Nah, damn. Not yet. Maybe not. But, I don't know. Nightmare. I know Nightmare was pretty, like, well-versed in the ways of this game as well. I just don't recall. Well, I mean, obviously I don't recall. I haven't played the damn game. What's that? Oh, money. Okay, more parties. Maybe I'll chat with Joyce after all. Let's see what happens if I just fess up more information. I already fessed up too much information.
You're back. Good. Oh.
He asked me to... Curious about the drugs. Open a door?
A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that.
No, I mean like a real door to someone's house.
Oh my. A real door?
The lieutenant does not say anything, but you hear the nylon of his jacket rustle as he looks at you.
Yeah, I don't think... maybe it's not too good to be sharing all this. I don't know. I feel very unsure right now. If anything, a good of a time as any to go ahead and do a heckin' save. Yeah, it's all right. That's a good enough amount. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I can't tell how far into the game that I am. I might do some light research and find out how much game I have left. If I should just like focus on this exclusively tomorrow, because I do want to stream a good amount tomorrow. I don't know if I want to exclusively focus on this or if I want to take a break and start another game as well, but I'll figure it out. Could have multiple tabs open in the old Conquer. But as always, to anybody who popped into the stream during the stream, thank you so much for watching and visiting or sticking around. If you're watching on YouTube, as always, you're crazy. What's wrong with you? Nobody would have gotten this far. But if you did, cool, thanks. And stay tuned for the next episode of Disco Elysium. Everybody have a good night and goodbye, travelers.